In this video, we're going to talk about whether you actually need straight A's to get a good job after school. Hey, what's up you guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today, we're going to talk about something a little bit different. We're not going to talk about something strictly educational. We're going to talk about more of what to expect after school based on what you do in school. Now, as nursing students, we push ourselves really hard. We study tons, we spend all our evenings in the library. Maybe you're a parent, maybe you are struggling to take care of your kids and juggle school on top of that, and you're really stressed out about your grades. Maybe you see other students in your class succeeding and getting straight A's, and you're comparing yourself to them and you're thinking, do I actually need to get straight A's? What happens if I get a B or a C in my class? Does it matter as long as I pass? Well, today I hope to put your mind a little bit at ease. So do we actually need straight A's to get a good job after school? Well, we do and we don't. And while the principles can be applied to any major, we'll talk about how this specifically applies to nursing school since this is a nursing channel. So on college campuses around midterms and finals, what's the saying? C's get degrees. Students repeat this over and over to themselves as they try to ease their test anxiety. And it's true, C's really do get degrees, but so do A's and B's. But as nursing students, we have to remember that we're not just studying for a letter grade on a piece of paper. We're studying to prepare us to take care of our future patients. Because the truth is that once we graduate, we're going to have to make decisions and perform skills every single day that are either going to help the patient or harm the patient. Now, I've heard people say that the highest performing nurses are often from the middle of the class, meaning that the best nurses in practice are often the mediocre ones in the classroom. And I agree with that, but at the same time, I guess I don't agree with that. On the one hand, nursing school often has a passing rate of 80%. So an 80% for nursing majors is a C, but in other majors that might be a B. So even if you're barely passing your nursing classes, you're still outperforming all the other majors who have a lower threshold needed to pass. Also, you do have some students who are just good test takers. There are some students who don't study, don't learn the content, and take the test and get an A, but those are rare unicorns. I would argue that most students who get A's had to work to get there. They spent numerous hours studying the physiology, patho, pharmacology, medical surgical nursing, and they clocked in the hours to understand and critically think about the content. And that's why they do well on the test. And obviously, I want everybody to strive to be this way. And that's why my channel is named the way that it is. But I guess the gold nugget is this: that as long as you study hard and try to critically think about your content and do what it takes to understand the pathology, it doesn't really matter what grade that you get in your class, as long as you pass and graduate to the profession that you want to be in. So don't worry if you have a C or two. Okay, so now that we've established that it's more important to know the content than to ace the test, let's talk about whether you actually need straight A's to get a good job. First, let me start off by busting a myth. So the people that tell you that your prospective job will not look at your GPA are dead wrong. Especially when you're a new grad, jobs will look at your GPA. For example, my first job as a new nurse looked at my GPA and they asked me specifically about it. That being said, your GPA is not the only thing that matters. A lot of whether you get a job depends upon whether you can pass the applicant tracking system and how well you interview. However, if it comes down to you and another candidate and you guys are very similar, it might come down to GPA when deciding your fate. So the applicant tracking system is a nice little algorithm that's built into company websites, and it screens your resume for certain keywords. And if it doesn't find those keywords, then it will automatically reject your resume, and your resume won't even get to be viewed by a human person. So step one is make sure that you have a good resume. And we won't talk about that in this video, but if you want to see that content, then drop a comment down below. And step two is interview well. So be prepared when you go into your interview. Know a little bit about the hospital that you want to work for and the unit that you want to work in. And pro tip, if you can throw anything about the mission and values of the hospital and how that aligns to your personal values, managers will love you. In my inexperienced opinion, it's way more important to interview well than to have straight A's. Though for every A that you have when you graduate, have a glass of wine or a margarita to celebrate. Maybe not all at the same time though, especially if you were a 3.5 or above student. And maybe try and look at getting A's in your classes as practice for the NCLEX, because the truth is that's the only thing between your graduation and being able to practice in the profession that you love. And if you have to retake a class, don't sweat it. Fail forward, adjust your strategy, learn from your mistakes, and keep going. With hard work, dedication, and self-belief, you can accomplish anything. And if you're struggling to learn some pre-nursing or nursing content, I'll put a link to some helpful books in the description below, so check it out. I personally love the Made Easy series. They're really helpful books, especially if you don't have time to read all the textbook material. Anyways, this video is long enough. Thanks for watching. Like and share your favorite videos, subscribe for more content, and comment down below if you want to see a specific topic. Bye for now!